Hey everybody, this is the Angelfish that I have in my 55-gallon Gourami tank, and I just thought I would shoot a few minutes of video of this. It's one of the more spectacular angelfishes that I have, and I've really been trying to shoot a video tonight about nitrate shock, osmoregulation, pH, total dissolved solids, and things of that nature. And I don't know why, but I just cannot get this video out of me tonight. I've tried and tried and tried, and I've had to walk away a couple times, and this is one of them. So every time I walk in the room, if you're familiar with angelfish, if you've got any experience with them at all, you know that once they get used to you being where the food comes from, they're not shy about begging for food when you walk in the room. And every time I come in here, I just see this fish swimming around, banging up against the glass. And I thought, if nothing else, if I can't get that other video out of me, then at least I'm going to get some video of this fish tonight, because it is just so pretty. A friend of mine was over the other day and was just mesmerized by it. And, you know, I see it every day, and I know it's a beautiful angelfish and everything, but I just sort of took for granted, you know, his reaction. He just couldn't stop staring at it, so I figured I would take a few minutes and try to get some video of it. It really is a spectacular angelfish. I love the way the tail seems to be split right down the middle. It's white on the top and black on the bottom, and even the anal fin, it almost looks like it's got a missing section, but it's just that black line right down through the center, and then the white on the other parts of the fin really give it a distinct look. It's always had that sort of arched dorsal fin that's not stunted from being in a tank that was too small or anything. When I bought this, and I bought it about the size of a quarter from the PetSmart, it already had a crooked fin like that. That's fairly common to see in angelfish. It cracks me up how small the little dwarf gourami in there looks. I'm sorry, that little chocolate gourami. It's not a dwarf gourami, but that's a little chocolate gourami right there you can see up front. Looks so tiny compared to that angelfish. And then, of course, all the guppies that I have in this tank have all scurried away and are hiding, because this angelfish has made short work of some of the smaller guppies. I was afraid it was going to bother the little chocolate gourami there. Their chocolate gourami is a very docile fish and does not like to be in with aggressive and boisterous tank mates. And I was really afraid that this big old angelfish in there might fit that bill. And so far, so good. I haven't really had any issues. Nobody seems to be stressed. Nobody seems to be bothering anybody. The angelfish's fins are not getting nipped in any way. So far, so good. And it's been, you know, I don't know, 2 weeks now, 3 weeks it's been in here, a month maybe, probably longer than that. I have no sense of time anymore. One day just blends into the next. It could have been 3 months by now, for all I know. It's been a while. It's been long enough that I'm not slightly concerned about it whatsoever. I'm sure that everything's fine in this tank and everybody's getting along just fine. So he's still waiting on dinner, but he's got about an hour or two before it's going to be dinner time. And he's just going to have to deal with it. Still need to get something in here that's going to start chewing away on some of this algae. You can see the leaf back there. Some of these leaves look like they're just covered in fuzz. That fuzz is the filamentous algae, the hair algae. So I'll probably cut that leaf and a few of the other ones that are a little more contaminated. I'll just cut them out of the tank altogether. And now that I've done a pretty big removal not long ago and got quite a bit of the algae and stuff out of the tank, it's not really coming back as rapidly as I was expecting it to, so I'm glad about that. So make sure you're subscribed, that way you won't miss anything. I am going to still get this video about nitrate shock out of me. I've been trying and trying. It is something I want to talk about. I've talked at length before about nitrates, and I've always had my doubts about nitrate shock and how real nitrate shock really even is. And I definitely want to talk about this because I've been doing some reading and research, and I've done some testing on some of my tanks, and I've got my opinion to share. So if you're subscribed, you won't miss any of that. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. I think my angelfish is going to try to find some dinner for itself in there, trying to find some of these littler guppies. But that's what all the floating vegetation's for, so the guppies have a place to hide. So, alright everybody, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget this one is my 55-gallon Gourami tank, despite the fact that we're looking at this big, beautiful angelfish. So, thanks again, and I'll see you real soon in the next one.